Let's go. Winners finals. Sentinels, OpTic, Halo.
Coming from the last series,
HCS NA Super online, $125,000 match.
Been playing the best on Sentinels,
I like that
VR
skin.
Let me tell you, Dave, he's been picking it up. Actually. I'm hearing great things about his play, and if he can hit his stride, he's going to give Sentinels that much more.
Why does everyone always got to try and bully Lethal?
To take out his old
Lethal's the best player to ever live, all right?
Fault APG there for that trade in that situation.
Absolutely.
Who cares that Sentinels tried to drop him?
And gave him the two-shot melee opportunity, and Lethal's going to take that every day of the week.
Yeah, Lethal, the reason Sentinel's able to combat the opening success of OpTic Gaming, because Lethal gets two, of course.
Gets camo.
Starting this one off the way Lethal needs to, a champion in his own right.
The heat wave is always a freaking disaster.
The greatest to ever do it, trying to continue
Lucid's
to
so
build
good
to
with like the
accolades.
weird guns in this
Starting
game,
off
I feel
game
like.
one on the right foot, and so is Lucid. He's picked up the camo, he's picked up a couple kills, and map control goes to OpTic Gaming.
We've covered a couple all-stars already, but it doesn't get any more of an all-star in Halo Infinite when we talk about Lucid and Frosty. And so to see your superstar take down their superstar in a 1v1 fight, that's one of the things that you love to see as your teammates.
I'm really curious to see how this goes. On the top of my head, I want to say OpTic's going to win.
Frosty, that's a big statement, but since then, Sentinels have been able to come up.
OpTic's going to win, and Sentinels are going to be like, it's online, doesn't matter.
Removed him from the map. Gained some map control, even got the flag on the move momentarily.
And then you know what? We'll see how it goes in Orlando.
And although Sentinels looked like they were going to get
it's kind of crazy because like OpTic clearly has the talent to win a LAN, but they just haven't done it yet, which is just until they do, it's gonna be like they're like you got to just assume that they're gonna lose until they do it. Like I have no doubt that they're going to at some point, but it's just like when until it happens, you just gotta you'd have to choose Sentinels over them in that scenario. But like I said, this one's the online super, so could go to OpTic. That would be my guess. The story rates itself, really.
It just gives your team a much larger presence and more angles across the map.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Trippy now with camo in hand, picks up that thrust bottom middle, and it's been Onset's player to watch for this OpTic Gaming roster. You talk about superstars in the series, Trippy, maybe one of the lesser-known players.
Big fan of Trippy.
Look
at that, he's just chilling next to everyone.
Players, I should say. In this
oh my God!
Trippy's
it popped
gonna need
off.
A big series in order to create an upset
Not
like
even
the
who
one
he was trying to
that
shoot.
Would be against Sentinels, but he's so capable of it. He's done nothing but a
he's got the diamond camo.
In Halo
Sick.
Infinite, a big 1v1 against Lethal.
Narrowly
wins that fight, and that's a big fight to win because you keep pink control.
Got that from watching like EU.
Not only does he win that
LAN
fight,
or something.
he stays patient. Sometimes it's easy to be like, I guess I should, fly it on over, fly to the base. But Sentinels watched literally every angle. There was someone watching towards top pink and someone watching around that corner at the cuts near the refrigerator.
Formal picks up Trim the kill feed. He gets taken down by Roll 2, but Trippy, aggressive,
looks so weird.
And now all of a sudden Trippy is going to have
sure
a realistic
just as bad in his
opportunity here to
actual
pull
screen
this flag.
too.
If they can take down Lethal Pink 1, that would be a massive kill. But Trippy's just going to throw this one out. He has his eyes on Slade.
Flying him behind him.
Just like that, gets a back smack on Frosty. Frosty not
Ooh,
really
he needed more damage from his team.
Generally, teams and players leave that spot open to allow the opponents to spawn there.
But it's worked out. Look at this. The Slays come through because Trippy not only gets a kill, distracts his teammate or an enemy while his teammates pick up another kill. That flag now over halfway. How can OpTic Gaming continue this flag run is the question. Two of them go down.
Well, no one's really come out like swinging
here. It's going to be Royal 2.
It's pretty evenly matched.
The kills come through for Sentinels.
The way it looks so far.
A cap opportunity with the last member alive, Lucid in OpTic's base. He's stuck in the back.
Oh my God! How did that nade not kill him? That's wild.
Can someone get that?
I would be so mad.
And then again, we also have the spawns over Fridge. One thing that's a little interesting is we're seeing a lot more pulls towards bottom middle or towards car 1. Generally, we've been seeing a lot of these teams
about to get the first cap.
Generator
nope,
to get
someone
that flag
was in their
across
base.
The map. But it seems like these players are opting just to get a little bit faster, or they're just don't have the presence on the map. They don't have the setup that they want.
Look what's going on.
That grab was
right
weird.
Dave, it's
like he didn't mean to do it
overextended. He got a touch on the flag, but the kills have come through. OpTic Gaming.
He was hoping that the re would just show up.
And this is a beautiful play by Lethal to drop the flag. Hop the return. Now can someone punch it in? They get it. Punch in.
Look at that. Royal 2 OBJ King. Actually just kidding. Snakebite Captain.
Even footing as well.
It looked like it was real too on the little PI picture-in-picture that popped up.
Top pink. Right now, it's just gonna be a neutral, straight-up fight to see who wins this engagement. So far, OpTic coming out
so
at
Sen wins the first cap.
They take out Frosty. They take out Royal 2. They have a 3-on-1, and
the way this game's going, I could see that just being the only cap this whole match.
We've seen this exact opportunity.
It just seems
OpTic,
like
but it's been squandered.
very slow and methodical.
Strong will once again be that way. The first pick on the Frosty is of an important one. Information as to where the last two players is given from OpTic Gaming. It's going to be a pink side run. You don't see this often, Dave.
I was just going to say.
They spawn fridge behind them.
The series that we're playing a lot of the same old game types. These players and teams, we can probably expect what we've seen all season long. But then
it's all the same game types. There's nothing new in this game 9 months after it came out.
Refrigerator when we didn't see that. We see a pink run, which we don't see very often. So I have to wonder if the meta's been shifting a little bit under my nose, or if these players are just maybe making the incorrect decisions.
Well, I think
maybe they're just trying to
high-level gameplay is just going to be
keep them on their toes, you know.
Countered at this high of a level. So often do these two teams match up in tournament play, so there's nothing left unturned as far as
those are usually like on-the-fly
decisions.
So if they're not completely set up to run an engine side, they have people over there. They expect spawns over there.
Pink run, it was a nice attempt, but Sentinels, they
Nothing
get
wrong
the
with
return.
trying to run it pink, right?
No problem. They've reset the map. I do believe Camo has just gotten into the hands of Lucid. Great job by the observer there to focus on him. Now with
Camo, Heatwave,
you need to stay alive. You
Lucid.
need to find an opening to tie this game up.
Well, I think that was also interesting. As soon as he bust out that
so
Heatwave, he changed the orientation.
Like
he hit a horizontal
he hit that full
shot.
burst
I
on
wonder what Lucid's noticed overplaying, you know, online throughout these times. You see he's going back and forth depending on the situation. So
they're
just
shooting at him
to
across the map.
He's not always just going to the vertical Heatwave.
Yeah, there's no telling. I can't get it right. It's either one or the other, and whichever one it is, it should have probably been the other one. Right now, Lucid having a lot of success.
He was like
middle, tries to push into the
just starting to push forward when the camera ran out.
Royal 2. I feel like I've said that about 30 times this year. And Royal 2, known for getting massive kills throughout his career. Why not taking down Lucid? The drop shot.
Drop it, catch it again before it's around. I like this BR skin a lot too.
And all these members of OpTic over at the car side.
The problem is if I had all the BR skins I liked, I would have spent hundreds of dollars on this game. This free game that I've spent hundreds of dollars on.
Both kind of have the same idea. I guess I'll push to your base, you can push to mine.
Lethal's going to have the favorable position. Frosty's going to be able to take down APG. And now we're seeing Sentinels once again take control of the map.
Oh my God, he was one shot.
Lethal takes him down. This is where it could get ugly, Dave.
Just that little mind game.
Dude, that's so unfortunate.
Lethal and Lucid. Lucid just assumed he was going to back down. He thought Lethal was going to back down, so he got ready to throw a pre-nade or something.
Yeah, he was throwing a nade, just staring at him, shoot him.
The closet.
Look at this, a flag pull into the closet. It's successfully getting this is the furthest flag I feel like for OpTic Gaming so far that has a realistic chance. I want to hop into an Astro Gaming listen in with OpTic Gaming. See if they can punch this one in.
The Astro Gaming listen in. OpTic got to put a flag in? I guess I was wrong. Said it could have been a one cap game. Only 2 caps though, and it's 8+ in. 8 minutes, 15 seconds in. Low score game. The patience of all the pro players is so top notch. That's what I think I need to work on the most. Like the amount of times you see him with like camo, heatwave, or just camo, like staring people down, not shooting, waiting it out. Like they're so patient, so smart. That was unfortunate timing. He literally turned as he peeked out bottom mid.
Take your time, Joey. Take your time.
Nice kill, Joey.
P2
killed me, P2. One shot, P2. One shot, P2.
Other one,
they're gonna think. Throws down L1, guys. Throws down L1.
Matt, we're playing gen side. We're playing.
I hear that.
We need to make sure L2 is clear.
L2.
Two guys.
They're all over here.
More here. Still more here.
L2
on the nades.
L2.
I think. No.
That just left too. L2, L3.
Yeah, L3.
Pushing our gen.
No, he's going L2. 2 L2, Brad. L3 now with thrust. L3 for thrust.
Yeah, our thrust is up.
It's interesting. I've never heard anyone do that. Usually they just go pink and car. A classic. It's a Halo staple.
Well, the comms were clean enough to get them that one cap.
You had to have just killed 4 more, right?
ever since then, it's been pretty chaotic. You can feel the moment, the magnitude of it. It's here for OpTic Gaming, and right now they're on the ropes. Sentinels have the flag on the move.
Flag on the move.
You notice how each kill is so calculated. We now have more refined call-outs. It used to be something like car 1 or car 2. Instead, they're like L1, L2, L3. They're like putting in like a code on a PlayStation game or something like that. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man.
I feel you on that, Walsh.
You kids wouldn't know. Right now, Trippy, closet control, a couple dead.
Good old cheat codes.
Lucid,
PS2 era.
Something to say, Dave. OpTic Gaming's camo control could be the difference maker here in Game 1.
Yeah, they've been getting it a lot, but also just the sneaky
it does feel like
plays.
they've had the majority of the
like
camos.
The last time we saw Lucid had this camo, try and track down Lethal, and ended up getting a trade in that scenario, which is like, it should have just been an easy pick on the one shot, but just these players are so slippery, they make you work so hard for each kill.
What a kill by Roll 2.
He saw him.
Those frag grenades stopped.
Camo's like almost useless in these games. The pros see it so well.
Catch that, but it was a potential flag game-winning stop by Roll 2. He was the last guy that had an opportunity to potentially deny that, and perfectly placed frags denied that flag from going into the closet, but he didn't buy enough time.
2 of them are already on their side of the map, though.
Down. That flag's been re-grabbed.
They're spawning low P1.
It is across halfway.
They should be able to
this
contest
this. Could be where OpTic Gaming take the lead.
There's a couple kills on the board. However, Snakebite is in position, and APG knows it.
Ooh,
he's going to drop and slay for a little bit. There's 2 dead, and here it comes in. OpTic Gaming.
OpTic up 2-1 with 30 seconds left.
Look at the flags they've gotten so far, Wes. It's been
this has been a grueling one.
Through utility.
Wearing down slowly.
If you just do that strategy,
they went 3 down though. Could get counter
cap. Have that kind of control that we saw OpTic just have. Right now, Sentinels press for time. 15 seconds on the clock, Dave. Lucid trying to stay alive in the back of his base. APG picks up potentially the biggest kill of the game there. It's going to give them numbers in order to defend this. Lethal trying to push through. It's traded out by Roll 2, but
I never trust what I actually see in this observer mode.
And now all of a sudden, the last hope for Sentinels is not in a position. It was Frosty. Couldn't
that's
get
crazy.
There, and that's going to be OpTic.
They went down 0-1.
Game 1 and as close of a bout as it could have been.
Just slowly grinded down
with 27 to his name. The difference maker for this
going up
team
with 30 seconds left.
Something we've been saying, Dave.
Okay.
Across the year. That's what these two teams do.
All right, on to map 2. Slayer.
Slayer is game 2 of our winners bracket
OpTic wins
and now the pressure's starting to
this
build
one.
On the Sentinels as they have
I can't imagine they get reverse swept,
here
right?
in the winners bracket finals. OpTic
Although you
Gaming
can never really count Sentinels out.
Series is far from over.
They're just that team that just seems like.
Looks like
if anyone was going to reverse sweep OpTic in winners finals, it would be Sentinels, right?
APG going down to Mangler Pit, trying to trade with the camo, and it is. And there is 1 kill on Frosty. APG still somehow staying alive. I thought Lethal was going to get that finish, but a little too fast. But trades back and forth. We have shock rifle in the hands of Formal, and I did not see. I assume that camo for sure got burnt, right?
Shock rifle. I want to see some shock rifle clips.
APG took down Frosty. Frosty got the double with the camo, but in the
I
meantime,
feel like anyone in this game could just start popping off with the shock rifle.
Swung momentum in his team's favor.
It's crazy how good the pros are with that gun.
Turn into pipes off screen, hit a shock rifle shot that popped up in the kill feed for just a moment, and now it looks like OpTic have control. They have control of the shock rifle as well, and with this much space between the two teams, you have to favor
Bro, they
OpTic
always use the disruptor too.
That
gun stinks when I use it.
Just the one player over there.
I really don't know
2 players at the window,
the optimal way to use it, I guess.
I
feel like they use it as like a shock them a few times and get a beatdown in. And get like 3 or 4 shots.
Can't quite hit the headshot on the Lethal, and now they know where Trippy is. Is Trippy going to relocate? I love the idea of relocating, but Trippy's going to stand his ground. He says, this is my corner. They named it after me for a reason, right? Let's see what he can do.
Named it at.
They expect the push. The headshot doesn't come through,
like
because of that.
I guess it hit the wall.
difference is in Sentinels' favor. They pick up the first 2 kills.
I feel like the full shock didn't hit him. Like it started to hit him, and as he backed up, the rest of it hit the wall.
That shock rifle emit so much damage, which we've seen it before. Sometimes that person can be a one.
Frosty got the heady though.
Now look at this.
There's a kill going in favor of Sentinels.
Don't let Frosty pop off.
Shock rifle in the hands of Frosty. Barely missing that shot, but he doesn't care. He's going to reposition. He's probably going to use this last bullet and just get a new one to spawn.
Yeah, absolutely. It spawns in 15 seconds the second you drop it. He wants
his
camera. He tries to grapple it to him, but he goes to the camo instead. It forces him to have a
How many times have you done that, man? I do that all the time.
Frosty being able to play his life, he's going to go right back
so
to that
frustrating.
grapple. Gets out of dodge. It's a nice kill onto APG, so everything's worked out in Frosty's favor. And now Trippy's gonna
ended
wish he
up
didn't
working
have
out.
a couple of those misses
After
with the
all that.
shock rifle, because Frosty with this thing, you know he doesn't miss.
Yeah, unfortunately for Frosty, this is staggered a bit much, though. You would hope that he had a fresh shock rifle to make more happen.
He is kind of out on his
He's going to try to get this
own
entry kill,
here.
and you'll see these members
He's
of
gonna
Sentinels
get one shot
collapse
off and
if
get
they get
fucked.
the opportunity
Yep.
to. Lucid with a nice repulsor, not
Saw
allowing
that
Frosty
coming.
to escape over at the C plat.
It's like I had
That's
the
gonna
controller
backfire
in my
real
hand.
quick on Frosty and the Sentinels.
And that's something I want to criticize Sentinels about real quick, is just having your camo player not only be the initiator in the combat loop, sometimes that's okay, but when he does it by himself, nobody else on Sentinels
Camo
able to
shock
capitalize on
rifle.
that damage, nobody able to help
Out on
keep
his
Frosty
own.
potentially alive in that situation. The rest of Sentinels sat back. You never want to see that when you have that camo. You want to be
Ooh, what
playing
a
aggressive
toss.
as a team, but Lucid
Dude,
with
I
the
love,
stick off
like,
the wall,
you could see that
ridiculously
coming
fights to turn the corner
since
at that
the
time.
outlines are on.
When things like that happen in a winner's bracket
You just
final
see it.
stage, you gotta gain momentum.
I mean, at one point, you asked whether they'd be
His
lucky
rotation
or
out
good.
of Lucid.
Lucid says, I'll take both. Yeah,
Shots in the back.
I'll take an Xbox shutting off in the winner's bracket semifinals.
But yeah, one thing about Lucid there, though, too, that
Xbox
time is
turning
at some
off?
point you
When
start
did
to
that
get in
happen?
that rhythm. You played this game so
must have
much,
missed
you
that.
realize somebody poking out there near long haul. You realize, all right, somebody's got to
shots.
poke out and check out the spot at some point. They know I'm here.
Lethal. Massive win.
That was a huge win out of Lethal.
To not only take down Lucid,
I was
but
gonna
to
say,
deny him
like,
shock
the
rifle
way
control.
Lucid
You know
was, like,
Lucid
pushing
wanted
for
that
that shock
but he
rifle
had
there
to
was,
win
like,
that 1v1
super-
against Lethal in a very
Like, when
disadvantageous
people have
position.
shots on you like that,
Big
you're just like a
fight
sitting duck
from
out
the
on that
beast
platform.
himself.
It seemed like he was
Let's see
going to
what
figure it
Sentinels
out
are able to do
anyway,
now
though.
after that kill.
But Lethal was able
There it is,
to
Frosty, one
fight through
shot
it.
versus one shot. Kills being traded out. That's gonna be 3 down for OpTic, and it doesn't look like Sentinels are stopping, especially since they have a one-shot formal. What a huge
Formal.
turnaround to have
sliding around.
the foresight to hear the one-shot call out over at bottom
APG
elevator.
got
Say,
camo.
all right, I'm going down, but who am I taking with me? Formal makes the right target acquisition and gets that kill.
Situational
This is
awareness
so
by
frustrating.
Formal,
Oh, he
Now
just
IPG
can't
trying
get
to stay
his
alive with this
freaking
camo. He's
shield.
surrounded right now.
It's been
Dave,
one
no
shot
frags coming
forever.
through. He's able to
I
get
can't
his
believe
shield
they
back,
didn't
and now
end up
Sentinels
getting
have got
him,
to be a
though.
little frustrated. Where did APG go? They got to be thinking. Lethal does turn the corner. He's going to be able to stay alive, but with
That
this
looked
camo,
like they
we
were coming
saw
to,
what
like,
Frosty was not
absolutely
able to
hunt
do with
him
camo.
down.
Is APG going to be able to make the play?
Trippy gets
And they
Lethal
just-
out of
they,
the spy, says
ended
calls
up
after me for
letting him
a
slip through the
reason, gets the
cracks.
pick and roll too, and I like this.
Although that
APG
was,
is
like,
not
wasted
forcing
a
it
lot of
for
the
a
time
backsmack
for the
or anything.
camo.
He is putting damage on
He
the
didn't
map,
get to, like,
and I
use
feel
it for
we
that
see
often. He was, like,
not as
fighting for
often
his
as
shield
we
most of
need
the
to
time.
here in
Those are
Halo
crazy
Infinite.
shots out
Snake
of
bite with a
Snake
big
bite.
one. Exposed top, middle, no shield. Gets a kill on the Lucid. That's a couple of kills we would have thought Lucid would have achieved, and leaving a couple on the table for Sentinels to have that 3-kill lead for now.
Look at all these teams.
On the
players
stairs.
focusing here at Pipes.
If only
Shot
you
rifle
could see what
coming
I
soon.
see, Formal.
You know, coaches and players got to be calling out, and
That
they
would've been huge
realize
if he got
out
away
of
there.
anything here on that map, that's got to be the biggest game changer.
It's been a super even
Hasn't
game
had too
so
much of an
far.
impact as of yet, but you have to think as this game continues, somebody, I mean, there's just so much skill in this lobby. Somebody's going to get
Just
that thing and make a
spraying.
play towards the end of the game that's going to decide the outcome, right? Camo, not for another 25. Formal with Pipes control. OpTic Gaming, you know you want that Pipes control. That's where the shock rifle spawns, and Sentinels are going to have the advantage here for the camouflage coming up, but the question is OpTic Gaming going to be able to find the pick?
Look at this, Lucid poking out to shoot at the exact same time that Formal's grabbing that shock rifle. Just giving the extra advantage. You're not going to leave that person out to dry and just say, hey, get that weapon and bring it back. Instead, it's a team effort.
That
here
is
comes the
something that I
formal
could
shock
use a lot
rifle
more of.
play.
Covering fire when I'm
compete
trying to
for
get a
camo. It's
power
gonna be
weapon.
Trippy that goes for it. Formal looking over his shoulder, able to look long haul for
Ooh,
just a
that would've
second.
been
Able to
sick.
find one spot. Snake bite. Can't hit the shots on the snake bite that'll take him down, but almost overextends in that fight.
Barely
That's a very
got to use
exposed
the shock
location. The
rifle.
shock rifle now down on the ground.
So I'm
I
gonna
do
grab
believe
it.
Trippy was able to secure that camo, but in the meantime, Sentinels have been able to win the battle of this phase.
Yeah, somehow trading out all those kills, doing a good
It was a
job
quick
baiting
turn.
that shock rifle player out and then collapsing right away. But as I say that,
27-27.
Lethal fall. OpTic
Be
are gonna
tied up at
very
the 30
comfortable
kill
right now
mark.
in this tie game plus shock rifle.
Okay, the game slowed down. It doesn't look like Trippy was able to stay alive when he went for that camouflage. So as this game turns
Bad
into a
timing
stalemate,
again.
I want to hop on board with Sentinels and see how
And
they
put
play
some
this
shots into
situation.
Formal
They're
at
so
this point.
famously known for their standoff success. Astro Gaming listen in with Sentinels.
Ooh, let's hear it.
I repulsor. Yeah, one stop there.
They're definitely gonna be
I'm
chilling.
APG. And Turbine kill. Dude, I can shoot your.
Yeah, I wanted to push gold.
Turbine top. Okay.
Like min map.
Shut top gold. Mangler, APG.
One shot if you need it.
Nice, good kill.
CJ, they're gonna drop like turbine.
Yeah,
Turbine, one shot,
neither,
Lucid,
neither.
one shot, Needler. One shot, Needler.
I'm bottom main. Gold or Valor?
Choose a beat.
All two. Guys, careful.
They do use it.
Two.
Oh, that was an overchow.
Didn't die.
It's funny that they like use the ping in a lot.
Yo, guys, listen, I need us to just hold the map, okay? L2, I'm
Trippy top gold. He stopped glass coming. Trippy.
Guys, glass stuck.
Alright, I'm gonna go for him.
That was good timing for him to get that
I
final.
want us to go batteries.
Headshot.
Turbine. Fuck A, please. I'm looking
Frosty's upset.
Stairs.
Yeah, he's on the steps.
Camo,
we
20 guys.
absolute.
Camo,
Dead.
20.
Nice.
Matt, top A, bottom A. Top gold. Exit.
Nice. Camo 50.
Bottom A.
I spawned bottom mid.
Yeah, Camo
Where's the
50.
bottom A guy?
Oh, fuck. No, guys, I leave A.
Camo and 5. Camo and 5, guys.
APG backed up.
That was
Okay, I
confusing.
want gold pipes, guys. Gold pipes.
One spawn blue.
Okay, new camo, guys. New camos
Yo,
up.
I think C
My mind didn't comprehend what was going on there. Because he was calling bottom A,
Guys.
and he went in there, but there were like none of his teammates were in there. There were just 2 people in bottom A.
I'm going.
One like C.
They have camo.
I'm with you, Matt. I'm with you.
He's C5.
Stay low.
They're just holding me at A.
Yeah, they have camo. We just
He's just trying to spot the camo guy.
Yeah, we probably want to.
Pretty much just wait it out.
We can't really push right now.
Yeah, Brad is shot.
OpTic's got the 3-kill lead too.
The IGL for Sentinels, maybe switching it up. It's Frosty this time around, making the shot calls, calling what they want to control.
He took that 3rd shot just to be sure.
But in the meantime,
You never
Trippy
know
was
in
able to secure that
freaking
camo. Sentinels knew about
online
it, but can
Halo
they stop
Infinite.
him? They eventually take him down, but he's found a couple opening.
Yeah, you heard that interesting call out there from Frosty saying we don't need to hold A.
Yeah.
Instead, if we're going to be pushing
That's
out
not what
here
he said.
from BR or C side, go
You're not
straight
allowed to
to
repeat
batteries,
what
go
he
straight
said,
to
Walsh.
turbine. Sometimes when you're funneling straight towards A, you go straight
That's
across
a cool
that
commando
bridge
skin.
or that top catwalk, and you're just easy pickings for those players at top gold. So it's interesting how they say, all right, we're going to just take this little shortcut. We're going to go across this little bridge over here towards turbine, and even though batteries and turbine can feel like an exposed area,
that would've been
if you're
nice.
all there together and you have these players
Nading
back
the
down,
sword up.
it actually isn't that bad.
The parents at home appreciate your ability to not explicitly use the same words as Frosty.
See?
Strategy nonetheless understood by Dave Walsh, portrayed here perfectly. As Sentinels still down 1.
Put me on this
Now
desk. I could do it.
Shock rifle in the hands of Lucid, and
Sure, I don't
arguably
have
one of
the
best with
professional
weapon in the
knowledge,
game
but
right now. Can he find a couple of
I
picks
watch
that
enough
can
Halo.
extend this lead as we do approach under 2 minutes, Dave? The clock will become a factor in this game.
he's
It
not
will,
even up
but
there
We're
anymore.
also in a position just yet where it's still so close to be tied that both these teams are comfortable, like sitting back. They're gonna say, all right.
If
Like,
they
let's
get
an
the
opportunity
shock
to make
rifle
this
with
safe. Let's
camo,
see if we
that
can get
could be the
a
end
more
of the game.
insurmountable lead, like OpTic getting a pick or 2.
Ooh.
Right now, OpTic is fine.
Unless he uses all the
slowing us
ammo
down,
before
especially
camo's
since
up.
They have the shock rifle, but I heard that sword, and that's from a teammate, so it's all good.
Yeah, the sword and shock rifle in control. Roll 2 and
So
Frosty
close.
trying to get the advantage on the Lucid here. Continuously getting him down to no shield, but can't quite get the kill. Look at roll 2. He's approaching
Oh.
so close, but oh my god.
Stick.
Lucid with the nade, the repulse. That was beautiful.
Oh, he
That
repulsed
was so
the
incredible.
sticky name back at
Return
him.
to
That was
sender,
good.
Getting that kill, and then Lucid winning a 1v1 against Frosty over
That was
the
a weird
elevator.
time to change.
Exactly what you need your team to do here in these clutch moments.
2-kill game,
Now,
they got
I would
camo.
expect,
No more shock
that we
rifle
won't see
ammo
Lucid
though.
Drop that weapon since they don't have control of pipe / battery area. Just wants to hold onto that shock rifle and not let it respawn.
Who has sword though? Doesn't someone have sword for
He's going for it.
this OpTic gaming roster? Would have loved to seen them
but I
drop
don't
it for
know who they
Trippy,
gave
but
it.
look at how little of space Sentinels have right now. It's
Pancake.
so difficult. They played.
That's
they
crazy.
reset the shock
That's
rifle.
what
It's
killed
allowed
him.
Trippy to jump up here. He finds
Ooh,
one. Good
he
damage under
missed.
Royal 2, but pressure
That
in the
could've
BR
been-
tower
All
has
right, he got the trade,
allowed
though.
Sentinels to get a few kills back.
That
It's a
kill would have
2-kill
kept
game.
AG, or that hit would have
Actually
kept
saw a
APG
pancake
alive,
here
probably.
in the winners bracket finals.
Still
And
2-kill
also, I
game.
still can't believe
It's about to go
that
to
Lucid
time limit
did drop that
at
shock
this
rifle.
rate.
Instead, decides to let his teammate get it with camo. So this is a dangerous position,
Nice
though.
shot.
Royal 2 and Lethal kind of hot on Trippy's heels, although they're weak and back down. It's still not a safe spot.
He
to
didn't
be in.
see
Here
him.
comes Royal
He
2,
didn't
one
know
shot.
where he
Now they both
was.
challenge us out, and I'm
He
surprised
took
Royal 2 does not challenge that to the
A
death.
hair
1v1
more
with shock
forward, he
rifle
would have
as
had
the
that
reward.
finish clean
2-kill
up.
game. Trippy needed to get that kill under Royal 2 to extend it to 3, but for now, Trippy falls back. He gets
Yeah, they
information.
don't
There's
really
2
need it.
players
They're
in
about to
fight.
just-
But look at this. We've seen
Oh,
this before.
is this going to be the
OpTic gaming
Cloud9
stuck
play again,
all
though?
at elevator.
Are they
The
going to
space
get all collapsed
advantage
on
is
here?
going to be in Sentinels' favor, and Lucid deciding to try and create some space. Gets a kill on top BR.
He's
It's
so
allowed
lucky.
the opening push.
That's
Lucid
it,
gets a
though.
double as he grapples in, and the push to extend
3.
some space is going to give
That would have
OpTic
been
Gaming
crazy if they ended up
everything
getting
they
collapsed
need
on. He had to
to
reload,
get a
too.
2-0
Like,
lead
that
here
could
in
have
the winners
definitely
bracket finals.
gone a
That's
different
what
way.
I'm talking about. They saw that
2-0
series
OpTic,
with G1
though.
and C9 earlier
I
today,
can't
and they said
imagine
if we
they
get
blow
into a
this.
similar situation, we cannot
But
sit
I
on our
guess
back
it's
heels. We
possible.
cannot Oh wow, they're one step closer to being in the
be a
grand
long
finals
one.
with that series advantage, but they have to
Eyeball
close the
games
door
take
because they know
forever.
still
But
this one's not over.
is it going to be a
OpTic,
3-0 sweep
they were
from
heralded
OpTic?
as one of the
can
best
say?
live fire teams at the beginning of the season.
Winners finals.
Does that still hold true here as we're deep into the season, all the way into August? We're about to find out as we kick it off with live fire oddball. 3 rounds of mayhem.
Still like 2
Based on
months
how these
away
games
from
are
the
going.
next land still.
Give me some Lucid POV to kick
literally
this one off the way he
insane.
ended last game, but
Like it's
we're not gonna see much
August
of Lucid.
7th
He
right
gets
now. I
deleted.
think September
Frosty with the
27th or
snipe in
something.
hand, I'll absolutely just take his
Is
point of view if
Orlando.
that's the case. Picks up the S7, relocates the top tower, and the ball still bottom middle, but Overshield coming up, and Frosty, he needs to defend this one.
And it looks like it's just
Kansas
Frosty
City
versus
was
the
literally
world.
3
There's
months
Trippin',
ago.
Trippy
It's like
and
half a
Lucid.
year in between land events.
You'll take top. Yeah. What are the odds you give me
I
on
guess
this
this is
one?
close
Frosty.
enough. The online super.
But yeah, that was such a.
I'm definitely
great
getting
position,
tourney
Frosty, but you saw
vibes,
all
even
those
though
players.
it's online.
They say, all right, we're dealing with the sniper one of 2 ways. We're either all hiding or we're all flying and taking them out, and they shut Frosty
Oh, he
down
tried to shoot the
immediately.
nade there.
Good stick by roll 2 there to delete Lucid with that overshield.
Picked him
but
up
Lucid is
before
able
he
to
could
trade
get
that
the
one
shots
out.
off, though.
It has been an OpTic Gaming advantage here early on. The ball is back tower snipe, and the heat wave in the hands of
played
Trippy. He's
safe
got a
with
repulsor
the
to play around as well.
horizontal.
And this is where the highlights could become a reality. Nobody
That was like
else
the
looking at him,
first
nobody
sniper skin to come
able
out,
to
I
hit the
think.
shots just yet from Trippy's point of view. And does he decide to be aggressive or stay with APG with this ball? You know you want to pressure those respawners, but as he loses a teammate, he wisely just tries to control top middle. They're able to extend a little bit of space towards the Bruce with that kill as well.
Look at that great rotation too. First, what Trippy focused on was which way is
I feel like
the
nothing's
oddball headed.
happened,
All right,
but
we're
they
heading
have
towards
26
Overshield.
points
I'm gonna
already.
go clear out that direction. Afterwards, making sure to
Ooh.
help any sort of threats in the top center. So
Damn, and he didn't get him.
great escape there from Snakebite. I thought he was absolutely getting traded out by that grenade, but yeah. Either way, I just wanted to say,
Lethal
when
starts
helping
scooping
a
up
teammate
some
rotate
points.
the ball, focus on in front, not behind.
It's only a 20-point lead for now from OpTic Gaming with the
Hey,
early
sometimes
success
you
that
gotta
they've
watch
had,
your
and with
six
Overshield
walls.
coming up in just a couple of seconds. OpTic Gaming are set up, but a flank back
They just
tower.
went 3
Nobody
down,
expected
too.
it, especially not Lethal as Trippy able to get that ball before Lethal can play it. The Overshield goes into Formal's hands, and now OpTic look to build a significant lead here in round
Lost
one.
the
That's a
Ovi, though.
heartbreaker because Sentinels, they were trusting Lethal on his own in that position, saying, all right, if you start to get in too much trouble, you're going to play ball this. We're going to spread out a
He
little
died
bit,
too
get in
quick,
unorthodox
though.
positions and get some slays, and that
I
backfired.
wouldn't think
This
that's
tournament,
Lethal's
all
fault.
tournament long, we've
Literally,
been
they
seeing
went
a
3
lot
down
of
all at the same time,
chances were
too.
stopped from play balls.
They were
What's
so
that
spread out
situation for
across the
Lethal? He
map.
wants to be able to help his team potentially compete for Overshield, and what the heck is Trippy doing back
OpTic
there? is
ended
the
up getting
big
another
question, but it ends
25
up being
seconds.
a very successful flank from Trippy.
Halfway done the round
more
already.
That play generally backfires against OpTic because Trippy's out of the play for so
Right.
long. To
Exactly.
make that long
2
of a
down
flank,
again.
you bring up a great point, but that time it ended up paying off very well for
Roll
OpTic.
2
The
got
timing was
die. Last
perfect
guy's
ever
under
since
him. Does he
then.
know?
It's been all OpTic.
APG knows.
Frosty's trying to do the same flank back
That's easy
tower.
for
They're not
them.
going to fall for their own tricks. APG.
Now they're all
buys them with the
spawning
nade.
all the way out A.
And now it's all of a sudden 62
plenty of time
to
going to
18
OpTic
game.
here.
OpTic Gaming looking to close out the winners bracket finals in fashion.
And look at all these grenades just flying up the sniper rifle. Both teams know at some point
He knew
it is
someone's
just
going
gonna be
for
a
it.
chaotic break for it. And here it is. Lethal gets taken out. That's a
Oh,
killing
that would have
spree
been
for
net.
Trippy.
Oh, that was
Double
sick.
kill on Snakebite. That's 3 down for Sentinels.
10-1
and
right
OpTic
now.
are
That was
not
nasty.
stopping. They have a near
I love this
70-point
sniper
lead.
skin.
Show us what you got, Trippy. A superstar in the making. He's been making his name known.
Trippy's
across
been
the nation
good
so
for
far.
so long. Big
OpTic
fan.
Nation, you know, they want to stand up and support Trip. He's got 10 kills to his name. He's had a hell of a
Well, that was an
winners bracket
easy
final
round
so
1
far.
out of OpTic.
Continued to extend it, and with that shot,
This is
it
looking like a
almost
sweep.
basically ends round 1. OpTic Gaming with a very
There's no way this
convincing
oddball
first round
game
of
is going to be
live fire
faster
oddball
than
under
the
their belt.
stupid
They look
Slayer.
to put a
And
punctuation
drawn
on
with the
this
full
series.
12 minutes.
Trippy is 10-1. That's as many kills as Royal.
You don't usually
2,
see someone go
Frosty, and
straight
Lethal
down there like that.
combined in that first round. Just an absolute domination in the form of slaying. When you are outslaying that much, and especially when some of your slayers
Yeah,
are
they're
crucial ball
absolutely
stops, not letting play
annihilating
ball
them
in,
right
your
now.
team is going to go off on a huge lead.
And he was doing it with
Not even
everything, right? The
close.
overshield, the snipe, the heat wave, you name it. He was
We'll
controlling
see,
the
though.
power-ups. Frosty now trying to get this first overshield, has the snipe in hand, can't
Frosty got
quite
sniped.
get the
That could
headshot
be
on
a
the
good
Formal,
turning point.
And that's going to be OpTic Gaming rotating
I hate
the ball
that the
to Greg. They're
reticle
gonna be in
does
a
that.
position to where
It's
they
like
can
stuck
play
all
it, but
blown
can
up.
Sentinels force that play ball with
Ballooned.
this overshield?
And also, it looks like a little interesting of a delay there with that overshield. Frosty realizing it wasn't any sort of threat yet and saving it to just get a little bit extra shield
that
to
was-
save an extra BR
he was
shot or
screwed.
two. didn't end up becoming necessary in that last engagement.
Doesn't matter,
but
though.
The smart play. These players,
they got plenty of time to figure it out.
Trying to get a little extra time before play ball in it, or activating the overshield a little later.
This run from Frosty, it's been something special. Unfortunately, Sentinels brought the ball to green, and the rotations from OpTic, they cut them off perfectly. And once again, OpTic are going to be in a position where even if Frosty gets these kills, they're going to play that ball, and that's exactly what happens. Frosty does get taken down. The ball does get played.
This round looks like it's about to be a lot more choppy.
Frosty with snipe and
scrappy is the word I wanted.
From the side of OpTic Gaming, you thought that they were going to be able to get a significant setup.
Yeah, you thought
round
they would
one
get a lot more
OpTic
time too. They were
was getting large chunks of time.
Series of engagements. However, it's OpTic, the ones that are getting away with the ball. They're up by 25 points, even though they're even or negative in slays so far here in round 2.
You can't go down to Trippy right now if you're rolled 2. You need to gain some significant time back
into
this one,
safe.
Get into round 3 of this
Lethal
game.
spawned in there.
Starting to chew away at the early lead from OpTic Gaming here in round 2 at the very least. Roll 2 can't quite get to a safe position with the ball, and that's not where you want to sit.
They just come in so hot, so fast. It was an easy kill
from the respawners of OpTic Gaming, pressuring top middle, and as overshield respawns, the big question is will Sentinels be able to get some kind of overshield control back to back?
One thing that I've noticed that's been
APG
happening quite a bit during these engagements is it feels like when Sentinels have the ball or some semblance of a setup,
dude, they're so quick to react. Like, he repulsed the freaking nade away from him, so he didn't get stuck.
Like when Sentinels have the oddball, it feels like OpTic sometimes just slip on by. And
do people still make that jump?
The reverse of that is when
I know they removed it, but
I
think they added it back in.
They're not getting behind enemy lines
with
and
that
killing that ball
update.
instantly.
We really haven't seen a strong setup from Sentinels yet, and we're already halfway through round 2. You gotta see one here and now. They're given an opportunity, but it's Frosty with the ball. Maybe not the player you want with the oddball, right? The top slayer on your team. But right now, a beautiful rotation from Frosty towards green. You want to see kills come
someone's
through for
got to
Sentinels
hold
fans. If they want to get back into this one, they're still down 15.
Look at this, Frosty wisely dropping the ball, just going for slays.
Look at this.
And APG takes advantage of it right away. Lucid's going to shut down Frosty, and they're getting ball time.
They just ended up getting ball over there.
They're very comfortable here in round number 2. Are we going to somehow see a sweep
Everyone's
here
over
in
there.
the winners bracket finals?
They all spawned
You
mud.
wouldn't think so with how caliber of a team the Sentinels is, and especially after the success in Kansas City. But ever since then, OpTic Gaming has been
It's so goofy how he lands on the ground and then dies.
And this could be the series that they start that track
stand there
off
for
with.
half
It's
a
a
second.
52 to 25 point lead. A snipe in the hands of Snakebite could mean everything for Sentinels.
What Sentinels are going to need to do here is they need to make sure that they secure this overshield since they have such a strong advantage with the sniper and heatwave in position. And then secondly, they need to make sure that the ball carrier does not just get picked off randomly. And look at this, kind of a disjointed effort.
He's going to just watch over that with the sniper.
Doesn't know which way to look. Looks like he's able to find these
Shoot,
players.
oh, he has
he doesn't have the second weapon
Dude,
to finish it off. Jumps out frustratingly and tries to hit with the heat wave. And
he hit the first
down.
snipe shot.
You
missed another 2 no-scopes in the shotty.
And they're getting the overshield.
You got to hit those no-scopes if that's your choice of loadouts, or switch to the heat wave and
the shotty snipe combo didn't do him justice there.
He gets punished.
Unfortunate.
A beautiful push once again from OpTic Gaming.
I should have been an easy cleanup after the no-scope.
And now they have the ball in hand. They've got another overshield to their name. And although the overshield gets deleted, a beautiful play from Snakebite with the double there. 3 dead for OpTic Gaming. The ball
that
does
could have
get
easily
played,
just like
delay any opportunity Sentinels would have a little bit longer.
I mean,
compounded into the end of the game.
There, getting that triple kill, breaking through enemy lines, and that was in a situation where OpTic had an overshield. Like, that is just unheard of. So somehow these teams playing well off the back foot. We aren't seeing as many shutouts.
You heard
during
footsteps,
times when
right?
team has control.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say he's somewhere.
OpTic decided to do to break this.
I only have one ear in too, and I heard
2 down a piece, make that 3 down for OpTic. Formal, the only one left, gets a pick on Royal 2, who's just trying to peek out and see where they're at. And we got Sticky Grenade versus Spike Grenade, and I'll take Sticky Grenade any day of the week.
Well, Frosty
Sticky over Spike.
comes out on top there, but what a play from Formal to not only take down
the Spike nades are like inconsistent, but they're weird.
The ball is going to be
they can do so much damage, but also like
up his slaying prowess, and
not
that's
do any
exactly
damage.
what Sentinels fans want to see. Snakebite's got to have a big round 2 and round
Smart
3
play.
to keep Sentinels in this one. They are going to take the
People
lead
using
here in
drop
round
shields
2,
and shit.
in what looked like a potential dominant series-ending round for
Sentinels
OpTic
are looking
Gaming
good this
now
round
in the
after
hands
how
of
poorly
I love
first
those
one went for them.
Snakebite over towards the tunnels. You obviously already saw Frosty spotting out APG and Bomb Center. I don't think he knew Formal was down there as well, but he says, all right, well, is this player likely going to run out?
I think they're about to pull out this round.
And go all the way around, or are they going to charge straight
Is
towards
this
the
the
ball?
start of a
So he
reverse
throws the
sweep?
spike grenade so well. And here we might see the play
Who can
ball.
say?
This is a pretty early play ball, in my opinion. They had 3 members
He's
still
about to
alive
be
from
up,
Sentinels,
though.
but maybe they were just a little fearful, or maybe they were just set for this rotation, ready to grab it. Look at this, Frosty getting that ball, bringing it
That's
towards
3
Garage,
dead and
he has
Ovi's
backup
up.
already inside the garage.
Lucid
what
was
I
out by
thought may have
brutes,
been a
though. Are they
blunder
going to
turned
spawn
out
in a
to
spot
be
to help
a
contest the
three-step
Ovi?
process that we talked about
Nah, they're
earlier.
all spawning. They're
Turns out
spawning
these kids are
mud.
playing chess nowadays, Dave. You used to play checkers, they
Doesn't
say.
matter. That's the end of
What
it.
a perfect play from Sentinels to extend this to round 3. The ball was played in perfect succession with Frost's
right.
positioning bottom middle. He picks up a kill and
We'll
a
see.
perfect time to also make
Reverse
a
sweep
rotation
incoming?
for Overshield. Sentinels
That
execute
would be
perfectly.
nuts.
They stay in this one for now.
After how bad they've
plays,
looked.
and now it's do or die here for Sentinels. They need to win this round and bring the series back. But here we see kills being traded out. Not much of a surprise. Generally, if one player gets someone one shot, teammates are going to answer that call out and hunt them down. So here we go with Lucid grabbing the first.
I can't, like, it's so
Few
crazy
seconds
that
of
the
ball time. I was
nade
gonna
just
say it's gonna
snuck
rotate out, but
through.
looks like he's still focused on the slaves.
there.
Looks like OpTic are also sometimes using this ball.
Didn't,
as a
like,
little
bounce
bit of
off the
bait
wall
here
back
for
into his
Sentinels. They
face
seem
or
to take
anything.
the bait a little too often.
Lucid does get away with snipe, but he has to leave the ball behind because in the meantime, all of the
OpTic's
plays
been
go
getting
towards Sentinels.
slayed
Snakebite
since
picks
the
up
first
a couple
round.
big ones.
Every time I
You
look,
see
I swear they're like
Overshield
3
here, and
dead.
Snakebite with Overshield and Heatwave, and you can feel momentum starting to go in Sentinels' hands, and it's because this guy,
That was a
he
sick
stepped up big
slide.
time in round 2. Let's see what he has in store for us here in round 3.
Didn't know you could even, like, hit
Just
it
like
on that angle.
rotating back and around. He knows he has his teammate over towards top tower, and Snakebite
That's one.
as don't let
Oh.
anyone get near that tower player. Gets the kill
His
on Lucid.
sensitivity
There's a double,
almost
and
got
that's
him
gonna
killed
stop
there.
the
He
push
couldn't
for the most
turn
part against
fast enough
OpTic.
to get his
Looks like
reticle
Formal
on.
and APG know he's still down
At
there,
that
and
weird
they
angle.
want to get this kill. They want to even out those slaves a little bit, and that's going to be Royal2 and Snakebite down for just a short period of time.
But look at the distraction.
I don't
Snakebite
know.
takes 2 to no shield. He buys
This just
so much
feels
time.
like
It's
one of
lethal
those
to
things
swoop
where
in, get
Sentinels
2,
end up
and
pulling
that's
it out.
exactly what you got to do if you're Sentinels. Snakebite
Reverse sweep.
not only finding 2 kills with
on
the
the
Heatwave
cards.
and the Overshield, gets so much time awarded to his
They're
team.
starting
And for
to
the first
really
time in this series,
fly around
Sentinels
on
get to
full
play from the lead.
cylinders.
And
Yo,
look at that,
Jay
comfortably
Roland,
rotating
thanks
that
for the
ball
follow. I
away. It looks
appreciate
like
it.
that was going to be a play ball, so OpTic aren't going to commit too many resources going towards green. Instead, they're going to focus back on the top center, and this Overshield is also coming up in 10 seconds, so expect a battle to be happening over here on the outside.
It would be massive for Sentinels to be able to get this Overshield, Dave. Something that OpTic
Damn,
Gaming have
they
been
didn't
doing
get
all
him
series
either.
long is controlling the power-ups up until about midway through that
The repulsor
second
can be
round of
so
oddball.
frustrating.
So will they be able to secure this? Look at this. Roll2 and his friends. They're here. They're in position. They're going to get this one. Not only that, they're going to get the oddball immediately. And once again, Sentinels with Overshield in hand. It's Snakebite, of course. That's
Yeah, I don't know.
focused the prioritization
Something
there.
changed
Can he make
after that
another play
first
to
round.
extend the lead?
I'm a little
Frosty
curious
was probably
as to where
bitching
this
hard.
cycle was oddball, though. It felt
They're
like
like, "All right,
it was first committed
we'll
toward
try."
garage, then it seems like they were considering run towards tower, but look at Snakebite.
Dude, he ran right past
going
someone.
To get bitten,
Yeah,
and
he got
does.
assassinated.
Snakebite gets back smacked with the OS by Lucid. That is a massive kill, but the damage still has been done. 2 down for OpTic Gaming, and ball time still racking up for Sentinels.
Didn't check his corners, but did some damage before getting assassinated, and the rest of Sentinels were able to pick up some kills, but a massive play from Lucid
Yeah, I
to
guess
at
he
least
needed
get
to
Snakebite off
check
the map
that
there.
drop
And
down.
as I say that, a couple players
But, I mean,
from
he
OpTic
wasn't
get
shooting or
knocked
anything. He
off
was
the
literally
map
just
from
sitting
Lethal.
there.
He puts 2 in respawn. Lucid trades 1 out, but Frosty's shutting him down. That's a big kill because it's all 4 dead for OpTic Gaming, and a green setup for Sentinels. Are going to at least get 15 more seconds here, Dave.
Here it goes. He knows his garage is clear and decides to take
Frosty
that slight
rotating
opening.
into A.
Lethal and Snakebite clearing the path over near Dummy side.
If they get
But
kills, this
Snakebite
could be
gets
the
taken
end.
out, so Frosty says, I am stuck
Nope.
in between.
Yeah,
a
see, they went 2
really
dead there. They're
they're
just
stuck in a really
outie.
difficult position and decides to try to go back
He's
towards
gonna just
green,
play
but
ball
it's
at
too little
4
too
dead.
late. That's 3 down for Sentinels.
I don't like the rotation there, right? You need to be able to play that ball, put it into difficult positions, because now OpTic Gaming have not only gotten
They're in a
slaves, but they've
huge,
got the ball
deficit,
secured in a
but
pretty safe spot. They're going to have a chance at a
Still
set
plenty
up
of
a throw.
time.
I like the rotation.
I know your
Did like
ranking of the Halo games.
It was just the slaves did not go
Ah,
their way. I mean,
thanks.
you cannot take
Glad
any
you,
slay as a
watched it.
guarantee when you
Appreciate
have
the
these
support,
8
man.
players
Thanks for
on
the
the
Twitch
map.
follow and everything.
Unfortunate circumstances for Sentinels to potentially win this game 3, but
One
now
Halo
we're looking at
3.
an OpTic Gaming comeback
Of course,
potentially.
man.
Lucid knocked a no
Someone
shield
my
here. He's
age,
forced to
how
kinda
can
put
Halo
the ball
3
in an
not be your
exposed
favorite?
location. He wants to rotate it back tower. He's
I'm
gonna
like a
do just
little
that once
too
he gets
young
his shields
to have
back.
really
And although
appreciated
Overshield's coming
Halo
up,
2.
Lucid's not in a real position to compete for it, but I guess you'll take the ball time for now.
Yeah, might as
If I was
well.
like 3
In fact, he
years
could even rotate that ball
older, I
further
probably
away,
would have
and it
Halo
looks
2
like
at number
Lucid
1.
has to decide what to do here. Just scrapping up every last second he can. Realizes he's gonna die soon. Those players are hunting him down over in the mud, and Sentinels do the right disbursement. They send a couple players bomb sighting towards ball. They send someone towards nest.
OpTic finally got the first little chunk of time with that.
Lethal taking a bunch of damage. It's allowed the rest of the kills to come through. It's a triple kill for a snake bite. He picks up the ball.
That nade's gonna get him though.
Is gonna deny him some ball time with a grenade. Lucid takes down roll 2 as the last player alive.
Nah, he got traded
Sentinels
out.
with 3 straight overshields. You can feel what that has given them the opportunity to come back here in game 3.
Who doesn't have a skin on their sniper?
Look at that Frosty one-shot.
These dudes all
sniper.
spend mad bread on
and I don't
skins.
expect them to let that weapon get in anyone else's hands. In fact, I expect him to do a little bit more damage to this. And there's one body shot. Takes out Trippy with the heat wave.
Double
Gets a
kill.
double on Lucid,
Hit it.
And he's
Oh, that
that
would've been sick.
misses on Formal.
Who crouches? Come on,
Just
Formal.
start stunting on them.
Fortunately, though, for Sentinels fans,
That's
they are able
it.
to get a couple of kills. They're going to be able to end this
All right,
round
now we got
here,
a series,
and now
though.
Snakebite put in the last few seconds.
Let's
And
see
for
it.
anyone
Dude,
that
a
thought this
reverse
series
sweep
was
would be
over, think
crazy.
again. These
And it
two
would
that
just
usually-
feed into the
they
whole,
usually
like,
go the
OpTic
distance,
can't
and
win.
I have a
They
feeling
can't
with
clutch
the game
up.
4 being interesting,
So we'll
we
see.
could just be seeing that. And Dave, let's talk about it. It was
They looked
phenomenal
so
plays
bad
across
in the
the
first
board
round
from
of this
Sentinels
oddball,
members, but it
but
was really Snakebite
they,
that stepped up
they
and made
stepped
some plays
up
that won that game.
Absolutely.
for the last
I
2
mean,
rounds. So
as we saw
on to
him
game
in
4.
Lake Ulstrup,
We
Sentinels
didn't
are
want
up
this to go any
now.
further than
Here's their
the
chance.
3-0, which looks pretty promising.
I think
at
if
one point,
OpTic
especially
loses
after
this
round
game,
1.
Sentinels are going to reverse sweep.
But we already are
I
getting
don't know if
into game
OpTic
4,
has the
and
ice to
for
bounce
game 4 to kick
back
this one off, it's
after
gonna be
blowing a
strongholds on
2-0
recharge.
lead
We saw the success in the
and
Slayer
go into
from
game 5.
the side of
But we'll
OpTic
see.
Gaming. Will we see the same in the Strongholds format is the question.
I have no
I
idea
love
who's
the
better
stuff
at
from APG. It
strongholds.
feels like every single map we saw
on
it at
this
the
map.
beginning of Aquarius, CTF. We saw it here just on recharge strongholds. He finds some spot where he can go crouch and do that angle.
Don't
and
play
just
Hill
get
Infinite
get
until
some
season 3.
initial damage
Play Hill
out.
MCC until then. I just haven't even been playing
Lucid's
video
been able
games,
to
man.
secure the camo. He's able to pick up one, but one's
I've been
just
playing
all
like
he gets
either
is
single player
he gets
games
taken down. The
or just
camouflage,
kind of
the power
chilling.
up early in this game 4. It's not going to be a factor for really either team, but
I played a little Infinite, but
potentially
it's like
a camo removed from the hands of OpTic
it's just
Gaming is
always a
something good for
reminder of
Sentinels
what
fans
this
to
game could have been if like
Go get in some points on the
just
board.
if
and
they
should
just
have
did
been
a
getting
better
some points on
job
the
with
board
it.
until Elevator got
it
converted.
could have been
So
such
still
a great
control for OpTic,
product, but it's just
you
so
know,
bad.
This game is fine at this point. It's slowed down enough. They're looking for a Slayer 2, and then you can expect the action to start rolling.
Good information from Trippy to find out where Frosty is with this shock rifle. Now, how are they going to deal with him? I think OpTic are
Trippy
okay
already
with this.
3 and
The
1.
AB hold, it's a
I don't
very
think I've
familiar
seen a kill yet.
strat for them to try and secure, but unfortunately, as Formal
Frosty
goes
better
down,
go
the
off
push
with
comes
this
through in
thing.
the pipes. Lusu gets taken care of. from
Willow's
Frosty,
way to
and now
victory.
all of a sudden, Sentinels jump into B.
I
and they look to
forgot
push
that
A
this
as well.
was
Yeah,
it was a
Warriors are going for
Slayer
the trip
game
cap, but they
5.
should be content with the dual cap. Looks
For,
like Frosty gets a little overzealous, pushing
when they
towards
knocked
A,
him
gets
out
picked off in a time where they had
at the
numbers
last
for a
land.
short bit.
Or winners
Sentinels
finals
is gonna
like
take map
KC
control. They're
with
only able
Slayer
to
on
take
this
B,
map
and in the
when
meantime, respawners,
Royal 2 no
they're
scoped
able
him
to
in
take over
the
C,
formal
so
in the
it's a
face when he
AC
was
hold now
camoed
for OpTic
sword.
Gaming. A bit of a frustrating moment there for Sentinels, probably. You had
Halo
to think
4
that
was content
with a couple
complete.
of kills going in their favor in a 4v2 situation, they're going to start getting points, but
I'm trying to think.
since
I
then
don't
it's
even
been all
remember.
OpTic Gaming, and now
It was
Trippy's
missing
found
like
himself
Spartan
the
Ops
shock
was half
rifle,
done.
found himself ahead as well.
Like
and
there was
they're okay
5
with this AC hold. They're
episodes
gonna
and
force these
there was
pipe
actually
spawns.
10 or
Trippy's on a
something,
killing
right?
spree.
Yeah, it does feel
That was like DLC.
I can't tell if OpTic had been just defensive.
Was
off
there
the start,
Forge
or
in
one
Halo
their main
4?
tenet
Like
of
Halo
strategy
4
in this map
didn't have
is
ranked.
keeping
There was no
Elevator.
ranks.
It feels like
Like, that
outside
was
of the initial
stupid.
spawns, feels like
The
OpTic
gameplay
did a
was
good
meh.
job for the most part controlling that area until
But I guess
Triple got
technically
dark.
it was content
Big
complete.
kill from Formal, and of course, Formal's been able to secure camo as well. So the second camo,
It was just
back-to-back
bad
camouflage
content.
is going into OpTic's hands. We'll see how influential
Halo
this
4
one
had
is.
Forge.
Roll 2 trying to expose himself to deny B
I
from
believe
being
you.
transferred over, but Formal doing everything he can to try and keep Trippy alive. Can't do enough though. Trippy does go down.
It was
and
literally
Formal
all social
kind of
Slayer
oversteps
though.
his
You couldn't
boundaries
play
here, going
ranked.
bottom middle, a very exposed
Which is what
location.
I
A
usually
questionable
stick
play
to.
from Formal trying to help Trippy out, trying to deny B from going into Sentinels' hands.
It's
and
a
now
huge start out
Sentinels
of OpTic.
make OpTic Gaming pay with
73
that
to
mistake.
7.
They start to score themselves.
Trippy, the last one alive, decides to take a little longer route, just back down, stay alive.
Yeah, he needs to
and
just get
wait
his
for
teammates
to
up.
spawn. So right there, now they're going to disperse across the map. Look at the support he's
Infinite Forge will be great. Absolutely.
All the way over at gold, and
all the
now
leaks
here
that I've
comes the
seen,
movement.
it looks like a lot of cool game modes are going to come out of it. The problem is no one's going to care by the time it comes out.
Unsuccessful push.
Formal is going to be able
It's
to
like
they're going to be able to get him out. Snakebite doesn't really have an angle in order to compete
like,
for this. He's got teammates over
everything
towards
that's
the
been
turbine, but they
happening,
don't get there quick enough.
it just,
and the last guy
like, it's going to be
OpTic
great,
Gaming, Formal
and then the only people that are going to play are Halo fans. Like, the people that, the new crowd of players that they were trying to pull in with this new release are already gone, and they're not coming back. In my opinion, at least. I mean, maybe I'll be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but
you know, these players, they're using those
you're going to get, like, the standard, like, 10 to 20,000 people that play Halo on a normal basis, and that's the end of it.
Lethal and Snakebite both get taken down in a situation where they went even in slaves.
But we'll
and
see.
had control. We now
I'm a little
see
pessimistic
being the squad that's
on Halo
Yeah, APG gives his life
after
to
the
reset B
last
there.
9 months or
Formal
whatever.
nades it out, and they get the kill, they get the reset, and once again, OpTic Gaming with the third camo of the game. I'm going to say it every time.
Oh,
the
that
power
was
of
great
control
use.
has dictated the winners of these matches, and it has been
Trying to hold him
heavily
down.
influenced
He's
by
dead,
OpTic Gaming so far. No success, though.
Sentinels
So
did a great job
beautiful
negating
by
the camo there.
Sentinels to find that camouflage player, take him down before he does damage.
And look at these resets. Getting control of A, they've reset B. OpTic Gaming in a very comfortable position, but right now the shock rifle's back up. We saw that worked well for Lucid before. Let's see how
OpTic look like they're going to
and
show
Lucid
some
coordinate
resilience
here to try to get this weapon.
after blowing
Their
the
first thought is
oddball game.
Not grabbing the weapon as fast as possible. It's deal with the immediate
Came out
threats like
strong
Lethal.
in this.
Yeah, you got Roll 2 and Lethal over here.
The Halo Battle Royale
Pushing the
might bring
pipes.
people
Roll 2
back.
goes
Halo
down.
Infinite has over
Lethal trades it out,
35,000 players on
that's a numbers
Xbox. I don't
advantage now
believe
for
that.
OpTic Gaming
Where do you
with
get that
control
number
of A and
from?
B. That's going to benefit them immensely. And Dave, if you take a step back, look
It
at
has
the
like
score. It's
2,000
160 to
most of the
33.
time on
One thing we're
Steam.
noticing here from OpTic is they aren't just getting all these kills and trying to force some sort of trip cap. They are content sitting on these two and playing it slow. You saw even the times where Sentinels had shock rifle. OpTic said, yeah, okay, we'll hide from some of those angles. We'll let you try to break through our
And
setup. You're
to
gonna
pop
have
out a
some good
triple
shots.
cap.
Look at this.
Let's see how many
trip
points
cap
they get
now.
before they cap C. They literally didn't even
Somehow,
get
some way,
one
Sentinels
tick
have
of the
been able
triple
to flip
cap,
the
I don't
entire
think.
map into their favor. They need this trip cap, Dave. They're down a significant amount of points, 130 to be
Yeah, they're going to have
exact.
to hold out for a
As they
long
start to
time, only
climb back,
getting
they do
one
lose C, but
one
for
tick.
how long will they be able to hold a double cap? Because you have so much ground to make up from the early beginnings of this game.
Yeah, and taking a look at the slays, actually, OpTic have been outslayed by 3 kills so far.
How
this
do you
point,
know
and they're
Black
up by
Ops
over
Cold War
100
has 35,000
points.
players, though?
Objective
They don't show
efficiency
player
is
counts.
off the charts here for this OpTic Gaming roster.
Unbelievable.
Getting the right trades, getting the right resets, making the correct plays.
The rotations have been perfect for OpTic Gaming. It's getting them this lead, but can they keep it going? Because right now, as we continue to stay on board with Snakebite, camo does come up. They are able to shut it down immediately. It's another burn camo,
Ooh.
but more importantly,
can't believe he
this time
got
around,
that.
The story's a little bit different. The slays come through
That
for
looked like
Sentinels,
Trippy was
and they
gonna get the
continue
kill.
to score. What was once 130
Activision
point lead,
leakers?
now all of a sudden is less than 80.
Looks like APG and Lucid are still going to try and make a play
I
in
haven't
that 2v4
seen that.
scenario. Somehow pick off Lethal
And
I'm a little skeptical about that,
happened because
personally.
I saw APG
But, I mean, maybe
from
it's true.
PR, and I was like, that's gotta
I have
be
no
a
way to
mistake.
prove it true
Somehow
or
it works
false.
out for those two players.
Somehow B gets transferred over. You think Formal is overextended and a little bit of troll of a play as he repulses up in the air, top middle. He's a free duck hunt style of a shot, and
It seems
he gets
like
taken down,
Sentinels
but
are like
B does
slowly
get transferred over momentarily.
chipping
They need to
away
try
at
and
this
figure out
lead.
a way to get Snakebite out of B. They're unable to do so, so Snakebite wisely able to immediately basically transfer that over, and now it's an 80-point game.
Yep, and they got the opening kill. Lethal going
He couldn't
down.
look up
These
fast
spawns
enough to
are
get
a
the
little
headshot.
staggered here for Sentinel. Snakebite's going to spawn back, but is he going to be somewhere he can help? It does look like he's long C, but is it going to amount to anything? Here comes
Oh my
Royale 2,
God.
going to even out those numbers, getting a slice.
Sentinels are
And
modern day
Sentinels
final boss.
barely
Seriously,
stopping
man.
the bleeding here.
It's just
They're
like
getting
it's just
C.
one of
They're
those
getting
things where they
slays.
just
They seem to stay
always
alive.
pull it
A
out.
couple of kills, but I mean, more
Like, it
importantly,
still
while
looks
that
like
happens,
OpTic's
while
about to
Roll 2
win the
picks up a
series,
couple
but
kills,
it
Dave,
just
B
wouldn't
gets
surprise me
transferred
if they
over. Roll
like
2's responsibility to watch
they
B. In the
edge out
meantime,
a
he was too
like
distracted
a
picking up the
250,
kills.
240
Too much
win
to
here,
do
and
from
then
just
win
his
game
individual
5.
point of view right there, and this is a very difficult position for
But OpTic's looking
Sentinels
good.
to be in, because now
We'll see.
OpTic Gaming are
Even
starting
still,
to
like,
amount
I
points
can see
over
Sentinels
200
come
already, and they need
out of
40
losers
with
and
that
win
round
it
of slays.
if
They
they
know
end up losing
exactly
this series.
where Sentinels will be spawning, and they have control.
And they've probably been in this situation hundreds of times. They say, we're holding gold.
APG's 5 and 13, and they're still up 100 points.
Shot of the BR. They're going to wait till they push across the catwalk. Instead,
Everyone's going to be pointing out lethal 6 and 10.
Coming through long haul. Who's it going to be and where?
There's a player in the B. Nobody has an angle from OpTic Gaming. They can't get him out. This is a big transfer from the side of Sentinels. They are able to, and with it, they pick up their first camo of the game.
They finally got camo for the first time.
Formal was essentially out to play that entire time since he was
he needed to get in there before the cat, and he dies.
Sentinels have to really get a strong
I think that's it.
soon because they're down 2 players each, and this is not the position you want to be in. They're
Final boss, best Halo 2 team, Triggers down, best Halo 3 team.
Final stand.
They have 5 seconds, Dave. It has to be now.
Triggers down, huh?
Lethal gets into B.
You could argue that the straight ripping squad was better than the Triggers down squad.
And OpTic Gaming have done it. They will take the winners bracket finals.
All right, well,
3-1.
they bounced back. Good for OpTic.
4-1
win over Sentinels in winners finals. See you in grand finals. I think Sentinels are about a BG1, but I could be wrong on that too. So.
Know what it means.